Uh, I'm here. I'm alive. I'm vertical. I've got new plumbing, but other than that, I'm, you know. And then thanks. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for cannabis. I wouldn't be here today. And I got to also say that if it were, it was me talking kind of loose about cannabis when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in '05, and then I went on a very holistic diet, and then I asked this holistic doctor in Victoria, Canada, how would I treat the prostate with oil, and he suggested that I use suppositories. And so I used to go on TV. I don't know if you saw it, but I'd go on TV and I'd make a joke of it, because they'd ask me, how do you, treat your prostate cancer? And I say, well, with suppositories, and I'd tell them, well, first you dim the lights, put on a little jazz music, wear something loose-fitting, get coconut oil, because that's really good. And I'd make a joke and everybody laugh, everything. And then it was on Dancing with the Stars. And next thing you know, I was having problems, with the number 2 issue. And then I went and got checked out, and I found out I had excuse my language, I had a fucking tumor in the rectum. Worst place you can get a tumor, believe me. And then I immediately thought, oh my God, I was treating, that's where I put the suppository. Could it be? Yes, it could be that I, didn't get lab clean oil, because you don't know what you're getting, There's nothing, no government agency, checking the purity of the oil. So maybe not. I asked the cancer doctors, the straight ones, not the pot doctors, but I asked the chemotherapy doctors, and they said they don't know. They have no clue. It could have come from the prostate, or it could have been just exactly what I said. So I got very humble then, because I had to make a choice. Am I going to try and treat the cancer with just with oil and hope for the best, or am I going to go the straight route? And so I decided to go both ways, So I told the straight doctors that I'm going to, I'll do the operation and I'll do the chemo treatment, but I'm going to do a shitload of cannabis oil too, And they said, yeah, fine, no problem. And so I did, and as a result, I did the operation, and then I was only laid up for about a week. And then I started walking, but I was doing cannabis oil. But the worst thing about cancer is that you lose your appetite. The food doesn't taste good. And when you stop eating, that's when your body starts really deteriorating, because you need to eat. That's your power. That's your fuel for your body. And so I started smoking pot again. I didn't feel like it, but I knew I had to. And so I started smoking bud, not much, just a couple of tokes here and there. And thank God, one night I woke up and I was hungry. I had the munchies. And I got up and went to the refrigerator, which I hadn't done for 2 weeks. And I opened the refrigerator like a stoner in the middle of the night, looking. And there was some roast chicken there. Man, I just feasted. I had a feast. And then I realized the power of pot. What it does, it affects the brain. It calms the brain down. Because when you get sick or when you get hurt, your brain goes into a fight or flight mode. You either stay still or you run. And it creates a lot of body chemistry. Adrenaline flows, a lot of things flow. And the worst thing it can do is it can inhibit the natural immune system. And the immune system really is a relaxed brain that allows the body to heal itself, because that's what happens in your body. If you don't mess with medications and stuff like that, your body will actually heal itself. And another note was when I was in prison, they take away all your medication when you go to prison. And that helped so many people in prison. That they came in there with a lot of ailments, but most of the ailments were caused by the medication. And so when they got taken off the medication and just did healthy walks around the yard and that, they got better. Their illnesses went away. And that's what I found out with pot, what it did for me anyway, it relaxed the brain to the point where I couldn't remember, that I was sick, really. And the body just healed itself. And so as a result, the healing increased in my weight. I gained my weight back almost in 2 weeks. I was back to normal. And I've never felt better in my life, thanks to pot.